The excitement in Pittsburgh has been absolutely palpable ever since the news broke. Aaron Rodgers, a future Hall of Famer, a four-time NFL MVP, signing a one-year deal with the Steelers, reportedly for just under $20 million. It's a seismic shift for a franchise that has been searching for a true answer at quarterback. The expectation was that by training camp, we'd see the 20-year veteran fully immersed, leading this team, ready to shine in what many believe could be the final season of his illustrious career. But as mandatory minicamp kicked off earlier this week, a wave of frustration began to ripple through the Steelers' fanbase. Why? Because Aaron Rodgers, the centerpiece of this new era, was conspicuously absent from multiple team drills during the first official practices. Fans, understandably eager for a glimpse of their new franchise quarterback, have been voicing their questions, their concerns, and yes, their frustrations about Rodgers not running the team's offense early on. The strategic patience. So, what's going on? Is this a red flag? Is it something to truly worry about? Not so fast. Steelers insider Ray Fittipaldo recently weighed in on the situation, shedding some much-needed light on the strategic approach being taken. Fittipaldo stated, "He looks good throwing on air. Donnie, as you know, he didn't practice, which is a little bit of an interesting development, I guess. Anything involving 11 on 11 or even 7 on 7. He didn't take part in. So I think we are going to find out for sure in training camp. I think the expectation is he will have the offense down pat by then. That's why Mike didn't want him down there in minicamp." He then went on to speak about this inability to run the offense early on, explaining, "But I think everyone this week wanted to see that. They wanted to see him run the offense. But I guess we got to wait until July 24th for that to happen." So, while the fans' desire to see Rodgers in full command is absolutely valid, Fittipaldo's comments are actually reassuring. This isn't an alarming development, it's a calculated decision by head coach Mike Tomlin. Tomlin explicitly stated earlier this week that he wanted Rodgers to focus on mastering the playbook, absorbing the intricate details of the offense, before getting thrown into the chaos of full team drills. Think about it. Rodgers, at 41 years old and coming off a significant Achilles injury from his brief tenure with the Jets, isn't a rookie who needs every single representative to prove himself. He's a veteran who excels at mental processing and preparation. Tomlin's approach seems to be about optimizing Rodgers' learning curve, ensuring he has a complete grasp of the new system before physically executing it in high-intensity situations. It's about preserving his body and maximizing his mental readiness for when it truly matters, training camp and the regular season. Beyond the field, mentorship and depth. Rodgers' impact isn't just about what he does on the field. He's publicly committed to mentoring rookie quarterback Will Howard, the promising young signal caller selected in the 6th round out of Ohio State. This off-field role is crucial for the future of the Steelers' quarterback room. Having a mind like Rodgers to guide Howard's development is an invaluable asset that transcends any minicamp reps. It truly shows the long-term vision the Steelers have. Beyond the quarterback position, the Steelers are also strategically looking to bolster their offensive arsenal. The brutal season-ending injury to tight end Donald Parham Jr. last week created an immediate need for depth. Parham suffered a torn Achilles and has been placed on injured reserve, ending his 2025 season before it even began. This is a significant blow to the Steelers' tight end room, especially considering he had signed a one-year deal with the team. This unfortunate injury has already linked the Steelers to Pro Bowl tight end Jonnu Smith. Smith had a career year last season with the Miami Dolphins, tallying 88 receptions for 884 yards and 8 touchdowns in 17 games in 2024. He would be an excellent, immediate replacement for Parham Jr. and could form an elite 1-2 punch with Pat Freiermuth, providing Rodgers with another dynamic weapon in the passing game. It's a move that makes perfect sense to leverage Rodgers' talent and ensure the offense has the playmaking depth it needs. Looking ahead, as Rodgers continues to get situated throughout his first few weeks in Pittsburgh, fans should certainly keep a close eye on his status as training camp approaches. But the immediate frustration over minicamp attendance should be tempered by the understanding that this is a calculated strategy for a seasoned veteran. Moreover, fans should also monitor the Steelers' activity on the free agency market. With the injury to Parham Jr., Pittsburgh is widely expected to continue adding depth to key offensive positions, ensuring Rodgers has all the tools he needs to lead this team to contention. So, are you frustrated with Rodgers' perceived inability to run the team's offense early on? Or do you see this as a smart, veteran move that prioritizes long-term success? Let's discuss. Because one thing is clear. The Steelers' offseason is proving to be just as exciting as the regular season. Alright, Steelers Nation, there's a bit of frustration brewing after mandatory minicamp. While the Pittsburgh Steelers are pinning their hopes on new quarterback Aaron Rodgers, many fans are questioning why the future Hall of Famer largely sat out team drills. Rodgers, who signed a one-year deal worth up to nearly $20 million, didn't participate in 7-on-7 or 11-on-11 drills, focusing instead on learning the playbook. Steelers insider Ray Fittipaldo weighed in, stating, "He looks good throwing on air. Anything involving 11-on-11 or even 7-on-7, he didn't take part in." Fittipaldo explained that head coach Mike Tomlin wanted Rodgers to master the playbook before jumping into full team sessions, meaning fans will have to wait until training camp on July 24 for their first real glimpse of Rodgers leading the offense. While some fans are frustrated, Fittipaldo's comments suggest this is all part of the plan. Rodgers, now 41, is expected to be a full participant later this summer, bringing a much-needed boost to the Steelers' offense. His connection with Coach Tomlin reportedly played a major role in his decision to come to Pittsburgh after his brief tenure with the Jets. Beyond the field, Rodgers is already making a significant impact. He's publicly committed to mentoring rookie quarterback Will Howard, a promising sixth-round pick out of Ohio State. Howard recently praised Rodgers as a great mentor, stating that the veteran has already offered valuable pointers and tips. Looking ahead, the Steelers are also addressing key offensive areas, with tight end Donald Parham Jr. suffering a brutal season-ending Achilles injury last week. Pittsburgh is reportedly eyeing Pro Bowl tight end Jonnu as a potential replacement. Smith had a career year with the Miami Dolphins in 2024 with 88 catches for 884 yards and 8 touchdowns, and could form an elite tight end duo with Pat Freiermuth. So, while patience is required for Rodgers to fully step into his on-field role, the Steelers are strategically building around him, both through veteran additions and developing young talent. His desire to be a servant leader, passing on his 20 years of knowledge. While he won't be back with the full team until training camp in July, he plans to work on his playbook and maybe even convince some teammates to join him for throwing sessions in Malibu. It seems Aaron Rodgers is already making his presence felt in Pittsburgh. Alright, NFL fans, Aaron Rodgers has officially arrived for his first week with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it started with quite the